The free agency earthquake has hit the NBA. I'm Splashcards and welcome back to a new video. NBA free agency started on July 30th at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and we've seen some big moves. The first major shakeup was Chris Paul going to the San Antonio Spurs on a 1-year, $11 million deal. He'll be partnering up with Wemby, and I believe will be a great mentor to a large amount of youth that the Spurs possess. I give this move a B+ for the Spurs, as Chris Paul will be able to fit into Popovich's schemes and, more importantly, make the Spurs youth progress faster. The next big move was the Clippers retaining James Harden on a 2-year, $70 million deal. I think this was the move that the Clippers had to make, as leaving such a valuable player to free agency would not be optimal. However, I give this move a C for the Clippers. Now they're tied to his contract and they lost another very important piece, leading me to the next move. Paul George agreed to a 4-year, $212 million deal with the Philadelphia 76ers. The Clippers needed to retain the big three if they wanted to have a chance of getting out of the West next season, and they didn't. Therefore, I give the James Harden deal a C. Now, back to Paul George. This move was one of the best moves that the 76ers could have made this offseason. When you take a look at the East, there's a very strong presence of forwards on top teams. The Sixers, prior to signing George, were relying on Tobias Harris, and I strongly believe that George is a significant upgrade. With the Sixers trying to win a chip with their core of Embiid and Maxey, Paul George is a perfect accomplice to aid them in their goal. The only downside is that George is 34 years old, making him on the older side of the Sixers timeline. For this reason, I give the move a solid B+, but I could definitely see it changing to an A- once we see the team in action together. Staying with the 76ers, Tyrese Maxey agreed to a 5-year, $204 million deal extension. We all saw this coming, as Philly believes that Embiid and Maxey, and now George, can win a title together. I give this an A+, as retaining Maxey on a long-term deal was the best decision that they could have made this summer. Now, for the NBA champion Celtics, they were able to retain Jason Tatum on a 5-year, $314 million deal, and Derek White on a 4-year, $126 million extension. In today's NBA, we see championship rosters dismantled left and right, so it's finally nice to see a team roll back with what they got. I give the Celtics an A+ for these moves, as it was the smartest decision that they could have made with their money. Tatum is an MVP caliber player, and White performed at an all-star level last year. A+ for the Boston Celtics. Last, but definitely not least, is Klay Thompson agreeing to a 3-year, $50 million deal with the Dallas Mavericks. This deal was a sign-and-trade, meaning that the Warriors received 2 future second-round picks in return for Klay. I think that Klay will fit in with Luka and Kyrie and be able to be the third best man on their championship hopeful team. Thompson has underperformed after coming back from his injury, and the Mavericks giving this type of deal to him makes them locked in a sense with the roster that they have. The Mavericks decided not to bring back Tim Hardaway Jr., so I assume that Klay will pick up his role in minutes. I value the upside of Thompson, but because of the cons, I give the deal a B rating. There are so many different player transactions that have occurred, but I've just gone over some of the big ones. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know down below in the comments what deal was the best. Thanks for watching. Splashcards out!